Hello, this is Professor Dennis Liu, and today I'd like to talk to you about three-dimensional pictorials. Drawing three-dimensional pictorials is a way of developing visualization skills. Here what I show you is a computer-rendered image of a three-dimensional object. Normally when we create an engineering drawing, we create a series of two-dimensional images that represent the object. In this case, it's shown a top, front, and right side view. However, a lot of people have difficulty taking these images and reforming a three-dimensional object. So instead, we use what's called a three-dimensional pictorial. Three-dimensional pictorial has the advantage in that it conveys information very, very quickly. But it has a disadvantage is that it is distorted, it can sometimes be difficult to draw, and can't be scaled. In all, there are three types of pictorials that are very popular. The first one is called the oblique drawing. Second one is the isometric drawing, and the third one is called the perspective drawing. In an oblique drawing, one of the planes is shown in true shape. In this case, it's the YZ plane. The depth axis, or the x-axis, is shown going at a 30 or 45 degree angle away from the horizontal. In an oblique drawing, as opposed to an engineering drawing, all three dimensions are shown on a single drawing. In this case, one of the planes, in this case the front view plane, is shown in true shape. So the square appears as a square and the circle appears as a circle. And then there's a depth axis that extends at either 30 degrees or 45 degrees from the horizontal. This makes the oblique drawing very easy to construct. In an isometric drawing, the three axes are oriented at 60 degrees from each other. Here, shown in contrast to the engineering drawing, all three dimensions are shown at once. However, none of the planes is shown in true shape. So a square does not appear as a square, and a circle appears as an ellipse. Oftentimes, isometric drawing paper is used to aid in the drawing of isometric pictorials. Here we have a rendered image, and then also an isometric pictorial shown on isometric drawing paper. If the object has a curved surface, then instead of showing all the edges, we show an optical limit of the curved surface. A perspective drawing offers the most realistic rendition of an object, and this takes advantage of the fact that objects that are closer to you appear larger, and parts of the object that are further away look smaller. Typically, if you already have a three-dimensional model in CAD, they are very easy to construct. However, constructing perspective drawings by hand is difficult. Parallel lines, instead of remaining parallel to each other, must converge to a vanishing point. An object can have 1, 2, or 3 vanishing points depending upon the effect that's desired. Here what we have is a photograph of a car taken from a very close view. As you can see, the parts of the car that are further away appear to be smaller. The front wheel and rear wheel, which are supposed to be the same size, actually look different, with the front wheel looking larger because it's closer. Here we have the same car taken from a distance using a zoom lens. In this case, there's very little perspective, and as you can see, the front wheel and the rear wheel are about the same size. However, the effect is that the car does not look as realistic. Here what we have is a perspective drawing that shows 2 vanishing points. In all, pictorials, as opposed to engineering drawings, convey information very quickly, and they can be very easy to draw, or they can be more complicated to draw. The isometric drawing is the one that's probably used the most. The oblique drawing is very, very easy to construct. However, an oblique image does not actually exist in real life. And a perspective drawing, even though it's the most realistic, can be very difficult to draw. Thank you.